Now, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park.
The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Giants.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd and 10, Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 13 yards out. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the 45-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was the pass
passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Hard running at the 15. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Back to throw. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On play action, Allen. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Barkley stripped of the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fights him off. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And just a yard to go here on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Allen will try again on second down. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jones, a final shot before break. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now Saquon Barkley. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones now throwing on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Finds the open target, Arnold. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Allen off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First down, Barkley, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Allen now on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Giants, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.